Hello, my dears. How are you? This is Resilient Lives checking in with you today, wondering how your Earth Day 2020 went. I can't believe it's Earth Day. I mean, all of the days seem alike. There's nothing that I did particularly to celebrate Earth Day. I went outside because in the morning the sun was shining and it was just wonderful to kind of sit out there, yet feeling that it looked like a normal day, but we are sheltered in this pandemic, so it just seems to always be a dual reality. But I hope that your Earth Day went well. And so I ask you again, how are you? We have been on this journey for a little while, and I'm excited to know that we are making it step by step. So, but it's curious to reflect on Earth Day, because last year Earth Day had a theme, and I think it was protect the species. And to 2020, it probably has something to do with climate, but we are the species that need to be protected this year. Imagine that. Last year we were concerned about endangered species, and this year we could possibly be endangered. Death tolls are rising, and so many negative things are happening, and COVID-19 has us in the middle of a crisis, health-wise and economic-wise. So we're looking at a different type of Earth Day this year. You and I, we're trying to thrive, to live, to make it through this time, which is why we are meeting regularly. Hopefully your vital friends are checking on you. That's why we are connecting virtually, sending out a little love and support to let us know, let you know that somebody cares, whether you live or whether you die. Someone cares, and that's the big news, because we are so connected. What happens to one happens to the other, which is why the big issue was with people observing this social distancing, because if one person has something, then they are going to pass it on to the next person. In the olden days, they would say, he's not heavy, he's my brother. Well, we are trying to support each other and to look out and to check in, to call, but just to make a connection, because the connection really is really important, to talk to someone. And this is something that you're going to need even when you go back to work, because there are those who have been on this journey handling this COVID-19 who've been socially isolated, and they have been lonely and suffering from depression. And as they enter into the workplace, they're going to bring themselves with them. And so it's important for us to realize that when we do enter into this post-pandemic world of work, that it's not going to be easy as just opening the door and dusting off your desk and getting back in your chair. Different ones are going to have different issues happening. So we're wondering how we are going to do that, how we're going to plug in. How will we plug in? Well, we've been collecting tools, tools of looking at how to charge ourselves up to make sure that we're ready. We've been looking at how to think about things, how to have our toolkits. Our toolkits would have something, some type of memory, some type of joy that would bring a smile to our face right before we're getting ready to go into a meeting. But these things are things that we've been talking about, but pretty soon we're going to have to put them into action. And what I'm thinking about is you're going to need grit. So what is grit? There's a study that tells us that in order to be successful in business and parenting and in our personal lives, that you have to have grit. Now, what is grit? Well, grit is a passion for what you're doing. It is a perseverance. And I'm told that these things are more important than talent, because if you have a passion and perseverance, especially for the long term, this is going to help you in the long term, because we're going to be in this post-pandemic world for a long time. A lot of these things are not going to go away. So I'm not going to keep you long today, but I just want to wish you happy Earth Day. And I want you to start thinking about preparing yourselves to go out and return to the workplace, to start grooming yourself inside and out, looking at how you're going to structure yourself so that you can be prepared for what you may encounter. So just know that we love you and we are standing by your side, and we're going to make it through this. So be encouraged. Now have a good night.